Let's re-examine the aging skin. I think there's been a misdirection, if you will, in the way we approach the skin because so much of our attention is focused on the epidermis. You see, the epidermis really has nothing to do with aging skin. It doesn't age very much. It replaces itself every 30-40 days as it is. So you really don't need to spend time exfoliating it, peeling it. So many of our peels deal only with the epidermal layers. They don't address the dermis. Remember, after age 25, your dermis thins about 1 to 1.5% a year. So that's where we want to focus our attention. Remember, it's a thinning dermis that exposes the capillaries as we get older. Remember that it's a thinning dermis that makes it so when we smile, those lines stay there when we stop smiling. You see, when we're young, 20 years old, we're healthy. Even though we've had a little bit of sun damage behind our belt, we are still snapping back. We still have that elastin and that collagen in a healthy state. But once we start getting past that point, we start to see the diminishment of elastin and collagen function, we start to see a buildup in scar tissue, and we start to see a decline in the capillary flow. Remember, the capillaries are providing the peptides, the enzymes, the antioxidants, the lipids. Every aspect of our skin function is fed by the capillaries. So if you're not addressing and increasing the blood flow to the dermis, you're not addressing aging. And one of the unique things about the Osmosis skincare line is we address capillary flow extremely effectively. Every one of our ingredients, first of all, in order to address capillary flow, you've got to get ingredients to the dermis because it's the stimulation of the dermis that increases capillary flow, number one. Number two, you've got to increase the, what I call vasodilation, or the expansion of the blood supply to that area. And what does that most effectively? Niacinamide. It's interesting too, it's an interesting point. Niacinamide, we pretty much understand that it's a very good vasodilator. But the unique part of it is that the research shows that it increases collagen and elastin production and it improves the barrier by reestablishing the health of the epidermal barrier. So why does it do that? Well, if you increase your food supply, your nutrition, then of course your skin is going to respond appropriately. So we're stimulating the skin at that level and we're increasing the food supply at that level, and that's where aging really comes into play. Now where everyone else is going awry is they're saying, well, aging skin is a slowing epidermal turnover rate. Yeah, okay, my skin slowed to from 30 to 40 days when I turned 45. Now, that's not me, of course, I'm 27. I'm just kidding. No, but your skin does slow. And as it does slow, it's not because of some malfunction in the epidermis where we need to encourage it by burning off the top layers. It slows because of lack of nutrition. So we increase the capillary supply to increase the nutrition, which increases the epidermal rate. Other skincare lines try to increase the epidermal turnover rate by exfoliating off the top layers. What that does, in fact, is it makes the skin less efficient because it has to divert all of the nutrients that we barely got in up to the epidermis to restore the barrier. So it's chronically in an inflamed state, which we know is bad for the skin. It utilizes free radicals and it wastes our nutrients. But on top of that, it makes us more sun sensitive. We increase the amount of aging that we suffer every time we go out into the sun. It makes us more oily because it dehydrates our skin. It makes us more prone to every aspect of inflammation in the skin, from actinic keratosis to cancer. Every aspect of the skin is compromised when you compromise the immune support and the protection that is provided by the epidermal barrier. So hopefully that changes your perspective.